Good morning. Good morning, my child. Good morning. Please, please, come in. Sit down. No, no, no. No reason to be alarmed. Just taking a little precaution. Please, sit down. Sit. Sit right there. That's right. Do you have an aversion to looking upon this cross? That's good. Well, I'm glad. Well, nobody would want to accuse you of anything, but your parents contacted us, and they said you were showing some vampiric tendencies. They found some magazines under your bed and some, well, dare I say, they checked your internet history and they said you were perusing vampire porn sites. Is this true? Okay. I appreciate your honesty. I know it's a little bright in here, but the main idea is to start your therapy off very lightly. That's why I have my shades, as they say, the cool kids room. And of course you're hopefully going to get a lot of good vibes from the room. Nice bright sunlight intensity light in the room. The rays, do you feel harmed in any way? Do you feel very good? So none of this is bothering you right now? Okay. All right. Well, what we're going to do is, this is basically like an umbrella of goodness surrounding you to help you fend off any evil thoughts. So, have you had any strange desires? To bite somebody on the neck? Have you ever had any desires to bite anybody on the neck of the same sex? It's not that important, but with vampire light therapy, conversion, vampire light conversion therapy, our most successful cases are when we are open and honest with each other. So, have you ever felt the need to suck blood from someone of the same sex? Oh, okay. That helps. That helps a lot. Okay, now hold still. Yes, we're starting out very, very small with our light therapy. Very light. Very light, little tiny, teeny tiny, little light therapy. There you go. Not very strong. Not very harsh. Do you feel any adverse effects from it? Have you ever wanted to suck blood from someone down there? Have you ever wanted to suck blood from someone down there of the same sex? Very good, very good. No, it's not good that you've had these vampiric compulsions. But it's good that you're being open about it, because then we can help you. You see, vampirism is like a disease. It's a mental wiring of the brain. This comes from hanging out in clubs with other vampires, staying out too late. Watching TV shows like Will and Grace. And what happens is you start to get more and more of the desire to become a vampire. And then therefore you want to start sucking blood from someone, and sucking blood. There's a whole area of problems with that. We teach all our vampires that abstinence is the absolute best method to prevent the transmission of the vampiric virus. Yes, it's a disease. It's a disease. You can cure it. You should know these things. They don't they teach you that in Sunday school? Oh, you haven't been going to church. Well, you need to start going to church, because we teach that vampirism is a virus, and abstinence is the absolute best way to avoid getting any venereal diseases like ghoulism or witchcraft or vampirism. Now, in the old days, we used to put a witch out on a post and lower her into the water. And if she drowned, she wasn't a witch. But if she didn't drown underwater, then she was a witch. So we would hold her under until she drowned. Then we would know she wasn't a witch anymore. It worked. It was a little, dare I say, draconian of a solution, but it worked. It really, really worked. Burning a witch at the stake releases the evil witch spirits out into the crowd, much in the same way when a vampire coughs on you. When a vampire coughs on you like that, he transmits the vampire virus to you, and we don't want that. No. Now, in the past with vampires, we used to drive a stake through their heart. We would get a piece of rosewood, a nice piece of maple, sharpen up the end, and we would drive a stake into the person's heart while they slept. Now, usually we would come across two men alone, and one of them would be sucking blood off the other one, and everybody would say, "Oh my God, he's a vampire." So in the middle of the night, the other man, to prevent himself from being turned into a vampire, would drive a rosewood stake into his heart in the middle of the night when nobody was looking, and then he would be cured. He'd be cured like that, like that. But as I said before, we don't do these kind of, dare I say, there's a finality to these methods. And we've found that light therapy on a vampire works much better. It literally burns the vampiric virus out of your body and then leaves you with a nice golden supple tan. And you can use some coconut oil or sunscreen to get that golden brown, most favorable color. And we suggest you strip down during the process. That way you can get all the vampire virus out of you all at the same time. Okay, now we started off small. I think you're a fine candidate for vampire conversion therapy. I meant vampire light conversion therapy. Keyword the light. Oh, because we want to see you cured. We're going to we're going to burn all of that vampiric virus out of your body, young person. And I'm so glad yes, that's it. Just stack your clothing over there to the side. Yes, on the far table. Turn around, you'll see it. It's right there. The table, yes, right there. Stack them up neatly. Fold them. Fold your clothes. Neatness. Oh, yes. Yes. That's right. Very nice. Okay. Oh, you dropped your socks. You have to bend over and pick them up. Some people love their job. Oh. I think I need a drink of water. I'm a little parched. You may have to call off the cotillion tonight. Yes, we have a dance. This is where we have a dance to celebrate when we are finished with our therapy, and it's quite nice. It's a mixer. I think you'll enjoy it. And we're all over the place. Let's get back to the therapy. Sit down. Okay. Right. We start off very small, and the whole idea here is to get you used to the light therapy. We're going to burn that virus out. This works. Oh, it works. Why? If I must tell a tale, I too went through vampire light therapy myself when I was a young man. Yes, I had a roommate in college. It was a strange time for me in college. I wasn't homeschooled. My parents put me in public schools, and I was exposed to things like the world is older than 6,000 years old, and they never taught me anything about Noah's Ark at public schools. And of course, I started to drift away. I was drifting away from the word, and I lost my purpose. And my roommate and I, we succumbed to the vampiric virus. Christopher and I were quite close. He refused to get therapy. He decided the clubbing life was for him, and I saw him recently in a 1970s leisure suit on his way to a drag show. He looked happy. I think of him often. But that's neither here nor there. Then we go to a little stronger light. See, it's a little bit stronger. Just a little bit stronger light. Do you like that? Oh, I'm so glad. Did you like it? I like doing it for you, as your therapist, of course. Oh, Christopher, he never married. I married, of course. Mother and I have been happy for many years now. Oh, she's not my mother. I just call her mother. She's very motherly to the child we have. It's my child, yes. Well, I'm not a vampire. I was able to have a child with a woman once. It wasn't easy. This isn't about me. Okay, a little stronger light now. Okay. Oh, that's stronger. Ah, do you feel that? Do you feel it in your bones? So, hold still. There we go. We want to get that light in there. All the nooks and crannies. Wish I had a tissue. A little bit. It's hot under all these lights. Very hot. I find myself quite stuffy. Stuffy, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, caramba. You're a specimen. We can't let the vampire take such a beautiful young person as yourself away from the fold. We must keep you here. If you're hot, I can spritz you down with a little holy water spritz. I like it myself. Here you go. How's that feel? Yes, just fling you like a, that's right, like a model. Oh, on the catwalk. That's right, just your hair, let your hair go. Oh yes, there you go. Oh, it's the aroma. I love the smell of holy water. Oh, sometimes I get so hot I have to hose myself down with holy water. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Okay, I think we can continue. Calm down, calm down. Well, I know you appear calm, but I can tell you're nervous. Are you feeling any effects from the light therapy? No? Okay. We're going to burn all of that vampire gene out of you. No, it's not a gene, it's a virus. A gene would be like you were always a vampire and you just figured out now that you're a vampire. No, it's not a gene. No, I know this. Some people who think this, these silly thoughts, these heretical thoughts, but it's a virus, and all viruses can be contained, and all viruses can be dealt with, and all viruses can be removed from the human body. Hold still. I'm going to come on the other side. How do you like that? Ooh. There's a little bit of light therapy for you. Ooh. Now, okay, all right. I think we're doing very well, very well. I'm hanging in there. Don't worry, I'm okay. Now, this one is very strong. This is a very, very strong light. We're getting about halfway there. Oh, that's a strong light. And we're going to get in there with it. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Yes. We're going to get in there with this light. Oh, we're treating the whole body now. That's right. Now, hold still. Hold still. Here comes the big one. Oh, there it is. There we go. Light therapy. This really works. Oh, my child. You're doing so wonderful. How are you doing in college, by the way? Very good. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Yes. See, alcohol, now that you're legal age, alcohol can be a great what do they call it? Alcohol and cigarettes are a drug that can lead you into that culture. So you have to stay away from things like that. Don't be associating with people who think it's okay to smoke cigarettes or drink alcoholic beverages, especially pina coladas. I had a weakness for pina coladas myself. I remember back in the day, we were just two carefree lads running around and in the sun, in the park, the metro parks, down by the brambles. And we happened chance to cross two vampires in the bushes far away from the light of sun. And we gazed upon the vampires, and we were appalled. We were stunned by the positions the vampires were in. And then we went back and we discussed it, and we found ourselves discussing it at length every day after class. Of course, we caught the vampiric virus. It had entered our nostrils, our nose holes, and got into our sinuses. And before we knew what we were doing, we caught the bug, as you would say. Christopher. Oh, Christopher. But I found my faith, and I confessed to my minister, and he sent me off to vampire camp. And here at vampire camp, I was one of the first to receive vampire light conversion therapy, and ever since I've been free, I tell you, and I'm so happy. Now, this is the strongest light for our session today. Oh, it's a big one, so watch out. Oh, now that's some light. That's some strobing sunlight right there. Oh, that's bright. Here come. There you go. Okay, turn around, and we want to get you all over. We want to get that light all over you. Ooh, I want to get it. Yeah, we want to get it up. We want to give you a good bath in the light. There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, one more time. We don't want to give you too much. We don't want to burn you now. You don't feel any pain, do you? Oh, good. Because if you felt pain, then from this, then you would be a vampire. Now, you might get a little sting if we use turn around. Turn around again. Turn around. If you get too much, then you could get a sunburn. Then that doesn't mean you're a vampire. It just means you have a sunburn. But it's possible. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's a hot light. The power of the sun is not to be trifled with, my young person. Now, the last part of the... Yes, there's one more final section. We have got you bathed in the light of the sun in almost every nook and cranny, but there's still a couple of little spots we haven't got any light in there yet. Now, what I need you to do now is, if you will come... What? You have to go? Oh, swimming? Swimming starts in a... No, it only takes a minute to get the... I can bend it. I can put it in the right spot. No. Oh, you have to... No, 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 don't get your clothes. Oh, no. Oh, it's swim. Oh, I talked too long, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. Yes, well, we'll save this for another day. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know swimming's important. Swimming in the healing blessed waters of Lake Minnetonka will help you. Yes, well, goodbye. Call me later. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. They did good. I think they're making some progress. Put that in my notes.